Hello again, friends and loyal Wolfpack members. Chaos Wolf here, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous 2.2 beta server. Now, what we're going to be doing today is having a look at the different types of ship-launched fighters. At the moment, we have the Condor and the Imperial fighter loaded into our ship. So we're going to go and have a look at those briefly, and then we're going to go and move on to have a look at the Taipan after. So what I'm going to go and do is I am going to go and deploy my Condor, and I am myself going to go and take command of it. Now, all of these ships have got the same loadout. They've all got fixed pulse lasers, and we're going to go and just see how well they do maneuverability wise, beefy wise, and all around everything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and take some shots at this guy. And already his shields are going down fairly quickly, but what I do notice is that the capacitor doesn't last very long. I've got full pips into weapons, and still it doesn't last very long. As you can see, that was almost a full capacitor charge. And we are so agile and maneuverable, this guy cannot get turned around to have a shot at us. So that is really nice. Although I do not think this is somewhat kind of a fair comparison, because that guy really did not stand a chance. So, ooh, we've got a wanted Viper Mark IV here. We'll go and have a go at this. See if we can take this guy on. So there we go, we've tagged him. He's coming about. So as you say, we've got fixed weapons, so you have to be rather adept at aiming with these weapons. Boy, it already seems that since Frontier has shown off this ship, there we go, shields are down already. We're way away from the mothership. Well, there we go, there's the mothership coming in to give us a hand. Let's get our shields back up, because they are very fast and recharging. There we go, shields are back up. The guy's still trying to get shots on us. I've got to be careful because I'm actually in the way of my own ship's guns. So, the guy's focusing on me. So, let's not stay in his line of fire. Now, obviously, using gimbaled weapons would probably better, but I want to see the extremes of how maneuverable these ships are. Now this ship is obviously, the one we're fighting, is a little bit more difficult to hit. So let's allow the weapons capacitor to charge up, and let's get a little bit closer in. Let's get on his tail. There we are. I think short, sharp bursts are probably the order of business here. So come on, let's get around. There we go, we've got his shields down. Up close and personal seems to be the best way of dealing with these. Let's get out of his line of fire again. Let's get our maneuverability back. Now, there he goes. Now, obviously, if I was using gimbaled weapons, that would have gone down a lot faster. What have we got here? It's a Federal Security Service, so it's not wanted. So let's get docked back in the mothership.
Roger, we are go for fighter retrieval. Take her in, Commander.
And let's go and find something else to shoot at, and then go and try out the Imperial fighter. Okay, we have our next target. It's a little bit bigger than the previous targets, but it's getting hard to try and find anything worth shooting at the moment. So what we're going to go and do is we're going to go and launch the Imperial fighter, and I'm going to go and take the helm. So let's go and see how well that goes, and be warned, this is actually the first time I've ever flown this ship, be it CQC or anything else. And, ooh, there we go. Wow, this thing already feels a little bit more manoeuvrable. Well, yes, this thing pitches so, rolls even so much faster. So let's give it a go. Now the capacitor already feels like it lasts a good sight longer. Yeah, we don't want to have him get on us at all. Yeah, this thing is definitely a lot more manoeuvrable. Now, it just would help if I could actually aim worth a damn. But I suspect this guy has fixed weapons, which is why he isn't attacking us all that much. Now, I'm currently planning to get behind this guy and just sit on his ass. No, I'm not letting you look at me. He's going to try and get some distance on us. So let's get a bit closer. There we go, that's his shield down again. Now right now, fighting this big, stupid, heavy ship is not proving to be much of an issue. Especially since he doesn't seem to want to fight back. Let's give him a shot, shall we? See what he does. Doesn't seem to want to fire back. Maybe he's actually trying to go for the ram. But this ship definitely feels a bit more like float like a butterfly, sting like a bee style ship. There we go, he's actually starting to fire back at us now. And these ships are seriously manoeuvrable. I've got to say that for him. And it does feel like it's almost not worth putting any pips into shields at all. Just keep him into manoeuvrability and firepower. There we go, that's him down. Do we have anything else to shoot at? No, we don't currently. So out of these two, I feel like the Condor is the least manoeuvrable of the two. Okay guys, apologies, we had a bit of a problem on the beta server with the recording. My frame rate tanked down to about 1 frame a second, so I had to stop recording, restart the computer and start again. But as I was trying to say before the recording went all ski-whiff, that the Imperial fighter feels a lot more mobile and it feels like it does a lot more damage. And I basically decided to come into here and check the numbers. Because as you can see, the Condor here has boost speed of 287, so obviously the Imperial fighter is better. Max speed, so that's just max speed even. Boost speed of 364, basically the Imperial fighter beats it on both speed, pitch rate, DPS, and yaw rate and roll rate. So yeah, the Imperial fighter is basically better than the Condor in every conceivable way apart from the armor and the health. So it is a lot less healthy. So you've got a lot less armor, a lot less shield. But it's, I don't know, it's a bit of a trade-off really. We didn't really get hit when we were fighting the larger ships as well. So it's really iffy as to whether or not you can see this as fair. Obviously there's no Imperial bias at all. But anyway, what we're going to go and do now is we're going to go and swap out one of these for the Taipan. So we're going to go and swap out the Federal fighter and we're going to go and put in the Taipan. Then we're going to go back out and see how well that goes. So, see you back out in the black. Well, looks like we found our first target for the, the Taipan. This is going to be interesting. So again, I'm going to go and take the helm. And let's go and see how well this goes. Now, I have never flown this ship before, and I'm really looking forward to it. Ooh, there we go. Now, already this thing doesn't feel quite as nimble as the other ships we have tested. So, well, it's going to be interesting to find out how well this goes. So, let's give it a try. Wow. The DPS already feels a lot better. Shields are already down though, but then again we are fighting a vulture. And look at that, just look at how fast the shields recharge. That is insane. So that is epic actually. I'm really liking how, for lack of a better word, tanky this ship is. And I actually do like the fact that it's a little bit less maneuverable. Because then it doesn't kind of I don't oversteer it too much. I feel like I can kind of aim a little bit more, a little bit more accurately. I mean, I really do like this ship. So come on, come on, come on, there we go, boosting in. Yeah, I think out of all of them, the Taipan is actually my favourite one. Now, I'm still missing a good number of shots, but I'm still doing really well. So, like I said, I do think that this ship is going to be one of basically my favourite ship launch fighter. Not just because of how it looks, because I really do like the way this ship looks. Is this guy wanted? Yes, he is. Now, this should be relatively simple, but let's not forget this guy is elite and he's in a wing. There we go, we've got his shields down already, but he is only in a sidewinder. So, like I said, I do think this is actually my favourite of the ship launch fighters so far, just because it really does it kind of plays to my playstyle. It leans itself towards my... Ooh, yeah. I didn't think that was going to be easy. Now just look at how quickly those shields come on. Well, there's one of them down. So that is epic. And I'm really liking this ship. I do think I am actually going to be outfitting my ships with Taipans. So that is going to be great. I'm really liking these. So let's go and get ourselves docked back in the mothership. So request docking. So let's get ourselves lined up. Slow down. Ah! That wasn't what I was expecting. So, there we go. That is a quick look at each of the individual fighters. Now, I'm not going to go too in-depth into them because that's not exactly how I do things, really. Cornelius Bridges has gone and done a very nice side-by-side comparison, so if you want to go more in-depth, I'd recommend going and checking that video out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the station and find out which ships can actually go and dock fighters. So, see you back at the station, Commanders. Okay guys, so here we are back in the station and in the crew lounge. Now this is where we come to go and check out what ships can actually go and wield fighters. You go and hover over one of the empty crew slots and it will tell you here. So it's the Anaconda, the Beluga liner, the Federal Corvette, the Federal gunship, the Imperial cutter, the Keelback and the Type 9 Heavy. Now, unfortunately, my favourite ship in the game is the Python, and that one does not get ship-launched fighters, even though you'd think it would actually be able to wield them. But, oh well, I suppose we can't get everything, because that ship is one of the most diverse ships in the game. It can do pretty much everything short of exploration. Although I suppose you can, with the new engineers mods, make it a fairly capable explorer as well. It can fight, it can trade, it can scavenge, it can do anything. So giving it a fighter bay would just make it completely OP. And I suspect that's why it wasn't done like that. But oh well. So these are the ships we can actually go and launch fighters from. Now the smallest of these is actually the keelback. The next smallest is the Federal gunship. And flying around a Federal gunship with a ship launch fighter was hilarious as hell. But I am wondering whether or not I would like to go and have a ship launched fighter in a exploration Condor. That might be fun, I don't know. We'll have to see. It might be interesting to have it for when we're coming back into the bubble or out of the bubble, just for some extra defense from NPCs. I don't know, really. It may be something I roll into my ship build. It may not. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I do hope you've enjoyed the video. As always, like it if you've liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Neither of those good enough for you. That's what the comments are for. But anyway, guys, I've been Commander Chaos Wolf. You guys have been epic. I will see you soon. And until next time, Commanders, keep flying and stay shiny.